here outside Lucas Oil Stadium as fans are heading in the gates for WWE.
All that for the Royal Rumble. Wrestling fans started that day early, meeting some of the legends. Tonight, we're talking with a retired star about what makes this sport so special for fans.
And it's a really nice evening out there. Mostly clear skies, beautiful sunset. Tomorrow morning, a warm front hits us and it could produce a couple sleep pellets. We'll track it for you.
Also, 2 people are dead tonight after 2 separate fires in Morgan County. What we know right now as investigators look for how both fires started. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. Take a look. Indianapolis is ringside tonight for a huge event downtown. The WWE Royal Rumble is just about an hour away. This is a live look at Lucas Oil Stadium as fans make their way inside. Thanks so much for watching 13 News at 6. I'm Jenny Runovich. So the city spent all week making sure Indy is ready to rumble. Tens of thousands of fans are in downtown Indy tonight. And our Marina Silva is there live outside Lucas Oil Stadium where the pre-show just got underway. So how's the atmosphere, Marina?
Well, Jenny, fans are definitely ready to rumble. You can see we are here outside Lucas Oil Stadium, and they're already going through the gates. We've seen signs, we've seen specialty-made T-shirts, costumes, everything. These fans are so excited to be here downtown Indy at Lucas Oil Stadium for wrestling. The pre-show has just gotten started, and the show is expected to start later tonight. Now, if you are driving around downtown Indy, we do want to warn you there are a lot of traffic jams. There are so many people, like you said, tens of thousands of people down here ready to watch some wrestling. So we'll send it back to you, Jenny.
All right, lots to happen tonight, still to come. Marina, thanks so much. All right, let's give you some context to this event. 2024 was a record year for tourism here in Indianapolis, and tonight's Royal Rumble is the first big event of 2025. It's Indy's first time hosting this particular event, but the city actually hosted SummerSlam and WrestleMania decades ago, and next year the wrestling tourism continues. City leaders are hoping fans in town tonight will return for SummerSlam in 2026.
So when the WWE Universe, their fan base, comes in for this event, they know they'll be coming back. So if Indy shows out, the WWE Universe is going to know it and can plan for future events when they come back to the city.
I love that. There is a chance that tonight's attendance could set a new record at Lucas Oil Stadium, so we'll keep an eye on those numbers. We'll let you know tonight at 11 o'clock. This weekend, there have been fan events all throughout downtown Indianapolis, from the merch superstore to the watch parties at local restaurants. Our Anna Chalker stopped by WrestleCon to meet some of the legends.
Inside the Royal Rumble ring Saturday night is the best there is. But just a few blocks down the street in the Indy Marriott is the best there was.
It's kind of it's crazy. It's wild.
Throughout the weekend, WWE legends came together for WrestleCon. From the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, and Four Horsemen member Arn Anderson, there's a legend for everyone.
Wrestling fans are the best in the world. They'll tell you when you're rotten. They'll tell you when you're great. But the main thing is they support you.
It's pretty much shoulder to shoulder and long lines like this one all throughout WrestleCon, and the legends tell us this really shows how big the WWE dynasty really is.
When you have people that tell you they came all the way from Portland, Maine, and then the next person in the line comes up and they're from Stockholm, Sweden, you go, wow, we reach a lot of people.
While the superstars interact with fans, they say it brings back the energy from competing. For Anderson, he says being an Indy reminds him of the last time he was in the Royal Rumble back in the 90s.
Hulk Hogan eliminated not only me, Tully Blanchard, my partner, all in one fell swoop. So no success, none, zero.
But he says this trip was a success, getting to meet the ones who've looked up to him for decades.
What I enjoy more than anything is to see an 8-year-old, see his dad, see Grandpa, and have Grandpa say, I'm going to introduce him into wrestling. I've watched it my whole life. So it's rewarding.
A reward much bigger than the belt. In Indianapolis, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
Oh, so many people having such a good time here in our city today. And really, take a look. Weather is rolling out the welcome mat for wrestling fans tonight. This is a live look downtown. At least for now, skies are clear. But Matt, I know you're also tracking the potential for rain. Yes. So when could that hit and how much are we talking about?
Yeah, it's very brief. It's
okay.
Tomorrow morning. It's from about 5 a.m. to about 9 o'clock
in
the
morning. Perfect
so about
timing.
A 4 window. Yes.
We're sleeping.
We're good. This evening, everything's fine. Skies
okay.
are mostly clear. It's a beautiful evening out there.
It really is.
A little chilly though, but that warm front's going to help things out, I think, coming up tomorrow. Let's take a look at a couple things, Jenny. It is now February. Happy February 1st. Some good news before we get to the forecast is that we are gaining a lot of minutes of daylight. We're gaining a good 60 minutes here across central Indiana, 64 specifically in Indy. It gets a little bit more aggressive the farther north you go, bigger swings in daylight changes. If you want, you can see our full February outlook, what we're expecting, what a typical February is like, how this February may be a little bit different. That's on our Plus channel, WTHR Plus on Apple TV, Roku, and Fire Stick. But boy, it is a beautiful evening out there. Just a little chilly. We're above freezing. We're going to hover next to freezing overnight tonight as we have some windy conditions. Some south winds are going to be picking up. But man, look at some of these skies out there. You see the setting sun in Greensburg. Sunset is right now. Beautiful skies there in Crawfordsville and Bunker Hill and Tipton. A beautiful evening. Right now, most of us in the 30s. We've now hit below freezing in Kokomo. It feels a little bit cooler than that once you factor in the wind chill. But we've got a warm front on the way that's going to help fix things. It's just off towards the west, towards St. Louis. As it comes on through, it could produce a stray raindrop or sleet pellet. We'll show you the zones, Jenny, in a bit.
All right, Matt, we'll check back. Thanks so much. Now we want to get you to some breaking news happening right now in Indianapolis. Metro Police are on the scene of a deadly shooting. This is on West 10th Street. The shooting happened around 4 o'clock this afternoon near King Avenue on the near west side. This is a look at the scene. Police there found one person who'd been shot and critically injured. That person has since died. Now we're working to learn what led to the gunfire here and if there are any suspects. We'll be sure to keep you posted. New tonight at 6, 2 investigations are underway after 2 separate deadly fires overnight. Both happened in Morgan County. First, we'll take you to Martinsville, where fire crews responded to Mulberry Street near West Garfield Avenue and South Main Street around 2 a.m. From these photos, you can see the flames and smoke that filled the home there. One man died after that fire. His name has not been released. Washington Township firefighters also helped put the fire out, and tonight the cause is still under investigation. Investigators also trying to figure out what sparked a deadly fire in Mooresville. This one happened at a homeless encampment around 1:30 this morning. Crews were called to this wooded area near the State Road 42 bridge. Firefighters say a hastily built structure caught fire there and one man did not survive. He has not yet been identified. Well, questions and concerns continue tonight after the state eliminated funding for Martin University. $5 million no longer going to Indiana's only predominantly black institution. State Representative Greg Porter was on CNN's First of All today. He says Martin University deserves a share of state funding.
Martin is a university with very unique, a university that looks at non-traditional students, a university that looks at mature students. And those are students that have started education, but because life happens, have fallen out and now want to go back to school.
Now, as for the governor's office, they say the $5 million from the previous budget was meant to be a one-time item. However, Porter points out the state gives over $160 million to private universities statewide. Still to come tonight at 6, today marks the start of Black History Month around the U.S. Coming up, we'll take you to one event celebrating through art here in Indy. Plus, an American is among the 3 hostages released today by Hamas. See their emotional reunions after more than a year in captivity.